Acoustics, the study of sound and how it is transmitted and received. The acoustics in the concert hall were perfect for the performance. Engineers worked on the acoustics to reduce noise pollution. Understanding acoustics can help in designing better buildings. Amplitude, the height of a wave from the center to the top, indicating its strength. Higher amplitude waves carry more energy. In physics class, we measured the amplitude of sound waves. The amplitude of the earthquake was recorded on the seismograph. Attenuation, the reduction of the force, effect, or value of something. The attenuation of the signal was due to the long distance. Materials that absorb sound help in the attenuation of noise. Engineers study attenuation to improve wireless communications. Audiogram, a graph that shows the results of a hearing test. The audiogram revealed significant hearing loss in both ears. Audiologists use audiograms to diagnose hearing conditions. Regular audiogram tests are essential for detecting early hearing problems. Audiology, the branch of science that studies hearing, balance, and related disorders. She decided to pursue a career in audiology. Advancements in audiology have improved hearing aid technology. Audiology clinics offer various services to help those with hearing impairments. Audiometry, the measurement of hearing ability. Audiometry is essential for diagnosing hearing loss. The clinic provides comprehensive audiometry services. Accurate audiometry is crucial for fitting the right hearing aids. Cochlea, a spiral-shaped cavity in the inner ear, essential for hearing. Damage to the cochlea can result in hearing loss. The cochlea converts sound vibrations into neural signals. Scientists are studying the cochlea to develop better hearing implants. Decibel, a unit used to measure the intensity of a sound. The noise level was over 85 decibels, which can cause hearing damage. Understanding decibels is important for protecting your hearing. Decibel levels are regulated in workplaces to prevent hearing loss. Echo, a sound or series of sounds caused by the reflection of sound waves from a surface back to the listener. The echo in the canyon was mesmerizing. An echo can make it difficult to understand speech in large halls. Scientists study echo patterns to learn about the environment. Frequency, the rate at which something occurs over a particular period of time or in a given sample. The frequency of meetings was increased to twice a week. Radio stations broadcast on different frequencies. Studying the frequency of natural events helps in prediction and preparedness. Harmonics, overtones accompanying a fundamental tone at a fixed interval, produced by a vibrating body. Musicians use harmonics to add richness to their music. Understanding harmonics is crucial for tuning musical instruments. The study of harmonics is essential in physics and engineering. Hertz, the unit of frequency, equal to 1 cycle per second. The human ear can typically hear sounds between 20 and 20,000 Hz. Computer monitors often operate at refresh rates measured in Hz. In audio engineering, Hertz is a fundamental measure of sound frequency. Laryngeal, relating to the larynx, voice box, in the throat. Laryngeal health is crucial for singers and speakers. Doctors examine the laryngeal tissue for signs of infection. Laryngeal surgery can impact a person's ability to speak. Modulation, the act of changing something to different forms or levels. The modulation of the signal improved its clarity. In music, modulation can change the key of a piece. Speech modulation helps convey emotions and emphasis. Oscillation, movement back and forth at a regular speed. The oscillation of the fan helps cool the room evenly. Pendulums exhibit simple harmonic oscillation. Studying oscillations is key in understanding wave mechanics. Overtone, a musical tone that is a part of the harmonic series above a fundamental note. Overtones enrich the quality of sound produced by instruments. The singer's voice had clear overtones that enhanced her performance. Researchers analyzed the overtones to study the properties of the sound. Phonation, the process by which vocal folds produce sound through vibration. Phonation is essential for speech production. Disorders in phonation can lead to voice problems. The study of phonation helps in understanding various speech disorders. Phonetics, the study of sounds of human speech. Phonetics helps in improving pronunciation skills. The phonetics course was both challenging and rewarding. Understanding phonetics is crucial for language learners. Phonology, the study of how sounds are organized and used in natural languages. Phonology explores the patterns of sounds in different languages. She focused her research on the phonology of Spanish. Phonology helps explain why certain sound patterns are preferred. Pitch, the quality of a sound determined by the frequency of the sound waves. Singers often practice to improve their pitch. The pitch of his voice indicated his excitement. In music, pitch variation creates melody. Resonance, the quality in a sound of being deep, full, and reverberating. The resonance of the auditorium improved the concert experience. Her voice had a natural resonance that captivated everyone. In physics, resonance can amplify sound waves. Reverberation, the persistence of sound after the original sound is produced. The reverberation in the hall made the speech difficult to understand. Sound engineers work to control reverberation in recording studios. Reverberation is a key factor in the acoustics of a room. Sonogram, an image produced by ultrasound, often used in medical contexts. The sonogram showed the baby's development clearly. Doctors use sonograms to examine internal organs. During the checkup, the technician performed a sonogram. Sonority, the quality of having a pleasant, deep sound. The sonority of the choir filled the cathedral. Her voice has a remarkable sonority that captivates audiences. The sonority of the bell resonated through the hall. Spectrogram, a visual representation of the spectrum of frequencies of a signal as it varies with time. Scientists analyzed the spectrogram to study whale songs. The spectrogram revealed the intricate details of the sound waves. In linguistics, a spectrogram can help analyze speech patterns. Timbre, the character or quality of a musical sound. The timbre of her voice set her apart from other singers. Different instruments have unique timbres even when playing the same note. Understanding timbre is essential for music producers. Ultrasound, sound waves with frequencies above the audible range of human hearing. Ultrasound is commonly used in medical imaging. The technician performed an ultrasound to check the baby's health. Ultrasound technology is also used in industrial applications. Vibration, an instance of vibrating. The vibration of the phone alerted her to the message. Excessive vibration can cause mechanical failure in machines. The scientist studied the vibration patterns of different materials. Waveform, a graphical representation of a wave. The waveform displayed the audio signal's frequency and amplitude. Digital audio workstations often show waveforms to help with editing. Engineers analyze waveforms to improve sound quality. Auditory, relating to the sense of hearing. Auditory processing is crucial for understanding spoken language. The auditory system is complex and involves multiple parts of the brain. Researchers study auditory perception to develop better hearing aids. Spectral, relating to a spectrum. The spectral analysis helped identify the chemical composition. Astronomers use spectral data to study stars. Spectral imaging can reveal information not visible to the naked eye. Neuroacoustics, the study of how the brain processes sound. Neuroacoustics helps us understand auditory perception. Advances in neuroacoustics have improved hearing aids. Researchers in neuroacoustics are exploring sound therapy for mental health. Psychoacoustics, the study of the psychological responses to sound. Psychoacoustics explains why some sounds are more pleasant. Marketing uses psychoacoustics to design appealing audio. Psychoacoustics reveals the impact of sound on human emotions. Sonification, the use of non-speech audio to convey information. Sonification transforms data into sound for easier analysis. Scientists use sonification to interpret complex data sets. Sonification can make data visualization more intuitive. Audiometric, relating to the measurement of hearing. Audiometric tests are essential for diagnosing hearing loss. She conducted an audiometric evaluation on new patients. Audiometric equipment is used in audiology clinics worldwide. Acoumeter, an instrument used to measure the acuteness of hearing. The acoumeter helps in assessing hearing capabilities. Doctors use an ocumeter during routine hearing checkups. Recent advancements have made the ocumeter more accurate. Audiograph, a visual representation of the results of a hearing test. The audiograph showed significant hearing improvement. Patients receive an audiograph after their hearing test. Audiologists analyze the audiograph to recommend treatments. Cochlear, relating to the cochlea of the inner ear, cochlear implants can restore hearing to the deaf. The cochlear structure is crucial for auditory processing. Researchers are studying cochlear health to prevent hearing loss. Larynx, the voice box, an organ in the neck involved in breathing, producing sound, and protecting the trachea against food aspiration. The larynx plays a vital role in speech production. Laryngeal disorders can affect a person's voice. Surgeons perform the procedure on her larynx to improve vocal quality. Perception, the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. Visual perception can be influenced by many factors. Her perception of the situation changed over time. Studies in perception help understand human behavior. Tonal, relating to the tone of sound, the tonal quality of the instrument was exceptional. Tonal variations can change the meaning in some languages. He adjusted the tonal settings on the audio equipment. Infrasound, sound waves with frequencies below the lower limit of human audibility. Infrasound is used by animals for communication. Scientists study infrasound to monitor volcanic activity. Infrasound can travel long distances without losing energy. Sonography, the use of sound waves to produce images for medical purposes. Sonography is crucial for prenatal checkups. Technicians trained in sonography can detect abnormalities. Advancements in sonography have improved medical diagnostics. Tonal quality, the character or quality of musical or vocal sound. The tonal quality of her voice was clear and resonant. Different materials can affect the tonal quality of an instrument. The audio engineer focused on enhancing the tonal quality of the recording. Linguistic intonation, the rise and fall of the voice in speaking. Linguistic intonation plays a key role in conveying meaning. Intonation patterns vary significantly between languages. Teachers often focus on linguistic intonation in pronunciation lessons. Bioacoustics, the study of sound production, dispersion, and reception in animals. Bioacoustics helps scientists understand animal behavior. Research in bioacoustics can aid in wildlife conservation. Bioacoustics involves recording and analyzing animal sounds. Echolocation, the use of sound waves and echoes to determine where objects are in space. Bats use echolocation to navigate in the dark. Echolocation is a fascinating natural phenomenon. Some blind individuals develop a form of echolocation to help them navigate. Timbre, the character or quality of a musical sound. The timbre of her voice was rich and warm. Each instrument has a unique timbre, making it recognizable. The timbre of the orchestra created a beautiful sound. Cadence, a modulation or inflection of the voice. The cadence of his speech held the audience's attention. She spoke with a slow, calming cadence. The poem's cadence was rhythmic and soothing. Cacophony, a harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. The city streets were filled with a cacophony of car horns. The room erupted in a cacophony of voices. Despite the cacophony, she remained focused on her work. Harmony, the combination of simultaneously sounded musical notes to produce chords and chord progressions. The choir sang in perfect harmony. Their ideas came together in harmony to form a solution. Living in harmony with nature is essential for sustainability. Sonorous, capable of producing a deep or ringing sound, his sonorous voice commanded the room's attention. The sonorous bells echoed through the valley. Her sonorous laughter filled the hall. Acoustic, relating to sound or the sense of hearing. The acoustic properties of the room were ideal for recording. They enjoyed an acoustic performance in the small cafe. Acoustic panels were installed to improve sound quality. Crescendo, a gradual increase in loudness in a piece of music. The music reached a crescendo, captivating the audience. The orchestra's performance built to a powerful crescendo. As the story progressed, the tension rose to a crescendo. Dissonance, lack of harmony among musical notes. The dissonance in the music created an unsettling effect. Cultural dissonance can arise in diverse communities. The dissonance between their statements was evident. Reverberate, of a loud noise, be repeated several times as an echo. Her laughter seemed to reverberate through the room. The effects of the announcement reverberated across the city. Historical events can reverberate through generations. Static, crackling or hissing noises on a telephone, radio, or other telecommunications system. The radio was filled with static during the storm. He adjusted the antenna to clear the static from the TV signal. The static on the line made the conversation difficult. Monotone, a continuous, unchanging tone. The professor's monotone lecture made it hard to stay awake. Reading in a monotone can make even exciting stories dull. His voice was flat and monotone, lacking any emotion. Soundscape, the characteristic sounds of a particular place, both human and natural. The soundscape of the rainforest is vibrant and diverse. Sound engineers work to create an immersive soundscape. The urban soundscape includes traffic, voices, and construction. Shrill, high-pitched and piercing, the shrill cry of the alarm woke everyone in the house. Her voice turned shrill when she was upset. The shrill sound of the whistle signaled the end of the match. Muffled, not loud because of being obstructed in some way, his voice was muffled by the thick scarf he wore. The room was filled with the muffled sounds of the city outside. She could hear muffled footsteps approaching. Dissonant, lacking harmony, the dissonant chords in the music created a tense atmosphere. Their dissonant opinions led to a heated debate. The artist used dissonant colors to provoke thought. Grating, sounding harsh and unpleasant, the grating noise of the chalk on the board was unbearable. Her grating laughter could be heard from across the room. The car's engine made a grating sound before it stopped. Clanging, making a loud, resonant metallic sound, the clanging of pots and pans could be heard from the kitchen. The clanging bell signaled the start of the class. They heard the clanging of chains in the old factory. Jarring, having a harshly unpleasant or perturbing effect, the sudden jarring movement startled everyone. There was a jarring contrast between the bright colors and dark background. The jarring sound of the alarm disrupted the peaceful morning. Squeaky, making a high-pitched sound, the squeaky wheel needed to be fixed. Her shoes made a squeaky sound on the wet floor. The door opened with a squeaky creak. Whirring, making a low, continuous, regular sound, the whirring of the fan was the only sound in the room. She could hear the whirring of the drone above. The whirring of the machines filled the factory. Raspy, hoarse or harsh sounding, his voice was raspy from shouting all day. She had a raspy cough that concerned her doctor. The old record player produced a raspy sound. Blaring, making a loud, harsh noise, the blaring sirens could be heard throughout the city. He woke up to the blaring alarm clock. Music was blaring from the neighbor's house late at night. Thudding, making a dull, heavy sound, the thudding of his heart echoed in his ears. They heard the thudding of heavy boots on the floor above. The book hit the floor with a thudding noise. Guttural, harsh sounding and produced in the throat, he let out a guttural groan of frustration. The animal's guttural growl was terrifying. The guttural sounds of the creature echoed through the cave. To pop, to make a light, explosive sound, the balloon suddenly popped and startled everyone. She popped the champagne bottle to celebrate. The firecrackers popped loudly in the night sky. To chime, to make a clear, ringing sound, the clock chimed every hour on the hour. Her laughter chimed like bells in the room. The wind chimes chimed gently in the breeze. Jangling, making a ringing metallic sound, the keys jangled as he walked down the hallway. The coins in her pocket jangled with each step. He could hear the jangling of the chains from afar. To screech, to give a loud, harsh, piercing cry, the tires screeched as the car came to a sudden stop. She screeched in surprise when she saw the spider. The owl screeched in the dark forest.